Thursday, the 19th of October. Hello, everyone. This is your Frontier Opening Bell. Let's look through the market. Let me walk you just through what the Wednesday's trading day looked like across some of the markets that we covered. The Zimbabwe stock market is just standing at the doorsteps of 140,000, reading one of the strongest ever we've seen since the 2023 started. And that's pulling a whole lot of news. The South African market, the largest exchange on the continent, went down with the rest of the emerging markets, Wednesday below the 72,000 level, down very sharply 1.19%. The Nairobi market, just 2 basis points in the negative territory. You've got the Egyptian market still rallying very strongly since the start of the week. For the market in Cairo, that was on Sunday. Today is the final trading day of the week in Egypt. The market was up roughly 0.25% on Wednesday. The BRVM substance below the 210 level by 9 basis points, while the Nigerian market just eked out 0.04% on Wednesday. The big jump that we saw to the upside on Tuesday dissipated a little bit, just a deceleration. So let's just push that, take it out and take up the East African markets and top stories with the Kenya's fuel levy collections down by 1 billion shillings because of higher taxes in the month of June under William Ruto's administration. In the meantime, the East Africa's biggest economy is planning a fresh increase in tariff hike for importers. The government is looking for money left, right, and center, with news coming through that organizations that are tenants in government buildings in Kenya will be asked to pay higher rent moving forward. And the Tanzania CRDB Bank is about $150 million worth of a syndicated loan for small and medium enterprises. And that's some good news for Tanzania. Meanwhile, AFDB and the IMF are warning against natural resource-backed loan for the African continent. Don't negotiate your natural resource for loans. And that's a warning that the AFDB is giving to African countries. Don't use your commodities for bagging loans. So let's get that out and talk to the top stories in West Africa and Nigeria, where Afrexim Bank and Alphaden Energy here in Cairo, here in Cape Town, South Africa, on Wednesday inked 57 billion naira, roughly $60 million for the construction of an LNG plant in Bayelsa State, Nigeria's Niger Delta area. The Alphaden Energy Nigeria is a local company that is pursuing that deal in the gas sector. Enerlix is briefing the market today on the flotation of 1 billion ordinary shares to existing shareholders. It's called rights issue. And Ghana's reporting September producer price inflation PPI down slightly to 25.1%, while Cameroon says the cost of bonds for the country was about 7.2% last month. And within the CEMAC region, which is the Central African region, we've seen an increase in oil production in fourth quarter, and that's what the outlook really is. All right, so let's look at Southern Africa, where consumer inflation rises to 5.4% year on year in September, while the country is planning to raise $60 billion for green transition. That's here in the country hosting the African Energy Week. And the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange turnover jumped 418% in third quarter. And that's the news. This quarter ended September. Mozambique is looking at $3 billion from Primvest in the tuna bribery scandal, tuna bonds scandal. The deal is being sorted out, and but the whiff of that scandal is not yet over. Amazon is setting up in South Africa in the first quarter of next year, and that's good news, bringing this global e-commerce trading company into Africa's most advanced economy. Congratulations, South Africa, for bringing that in. So let's get on to finish up in North Africa, with Central Bank of Egypt adopting $0 to manage its FX reserves that is shaky despite some supports the country is getting from Saudi Arabia, as well as the UAE and other sources as well. Faisal Islamic Bank Egypt says its profit between January and September was up 51.4%, reporting 9 months to the market, while Morocco CFG Bank is looking for an IPO at the Casablanca Stock Exchange in Morocco. Tunisia is expecting 2.1% growth next year, and that will be higher than 0.9% for the current year that we're just wrapping up in about 2 months from now. Carthage Cement in Tunisia reporting turnover up about 23% in the 9 months of this year, January to September as well. Quite a bit of 9 months earnings coming through for a number of companies listed on Frontier African exchanges. And those are your headlines. Let's keep it there for this morning. Frontier opening bell. I am Boston Amafaye here in Cape Town, South Africa for the week. I'll see you soon.